Alright, so today's topic of the video is you do not have to be professional or know the basics to actually create artwork. So, you need to break this sort of limiting belief if you want to be like an artist that you don't need to know how to do everything. Like, you can still make artwork, but if you're sitting here talking about, oh, but I can't do this, I don't know how to do this, what if people call me a fraud? And then you don't end up becoming an artist, you don't end up like changing your life with a fucking skill, with a behavior. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, think about that. Like, imagine being scared because you don't know how to do everything. Like, it's stupid. Like, let's be real here. I'm terrible at the basics, but I still created all this stuff right here. This isn't necessarily like my original work, but these two are. This is just me copying a reference and putting like my own twist to it, which isn't like a bad thing. Like, that's just practice. Like, I'm good at this is actually how I learned to color, was just copying references and then like adding my own twist to it and creating my own art style. Because like if I didn't learn how to do stuff like this, I wouldn't be able to make pieces like this one right here or this one right there. Like, these two are completely original to me. And it's very cool. Like, I don't have to know the basics to create like cool artwork like that. So break this limiting belief that you don't know how to do everything. And necessarily, I don't blame you for kind of having that belief in the first place. Because a lot of people nowadays like get exposed or they get like shit on because they don't know like how to actually do everything. Like, they're not good at perspective, they're not good at shading, they're not good with lighting. And like, that's fine. Like, you're still learning. Like, people are going to shit on you either way. Like, it doesn't matter. But there's going to be people who appreciate you. Like, real people, like real artists will appreciate your work even when you're not the most skilled person. And I broke this belief the other day. Like, you got to understand, like I've said this before, art is a behavior, not a business, unless you turn it into one. You can still make artwork. You can still make artwork even if you're not the most skilled, or even if you're a professional. Or, sorry, not a professional. Anytime people try to, like, say that they're, oh, I'm skilled, or I'm professional at this, I've been doing this for years. I don't give a fuck, dude. I promise you I don't give a fuck. I could probably make better shit than you, with my head, than your cheesy ass skills. I don't give a fuck about your professional title. I really don't. Anytime someone calls themselves a professional, it's like people with college degrees. Like, oh, where'd you get your degree from to tell me about nutrition? I don't give a fuck about degrees. My diet's still better than yours. I'm in shape. Look at me. The fuck, I could probably run faster than you. I could probably do like 10 pull-ups. You probably can't even do 25 push-ups in a row. Fucking nutrition degree. Fuck out of here. You don't need to be professional. You don't need a degree to be an artist. Like, it's stupid. It's so fucking stupid. You do not need to know everything to become an artist. Now, this isn't an excuse to cope. You should still learn the basics to do everything, especially if you want to take yourself to the next level. And it's okay if you need to, like, practice again. I myself need practice. But, like, let's take a guy from the gym. Let's say, very strong power lifter. He can bench maybe 210 pounds. 210 pounds. But then let's say maybe he gets injured, maybe he falls off, maybe he gets fat and pudgy, maybe he cheats on his diet too much, maybe he get like, or maybe some like terrible shit happens to him, like, you don't know, like his mom died or some shit and he just like went through a downward spiral of like drugs and shit, which, like, it's understandable. And then he tries to go back to the gym. He's not going to be able to lift that same 210. Maybe he can lift like maybe 170, 180 pounds at best. But it's not that he can't get back to that same level. Like, it's muscle memory. He can still work his way up. And working his way back up will be easier than relearning it. It's muscle memory. It's the same way with art. You can still relearn the basics the same way. And it'll be quicker because you're going to be like, "Oh, I remember this." And your wrist will just flow. So, I myself will relearn the basics. I have to relearn the basics because I want to take myself to the next level. Imagine if I were to create stuff like this. This is my favorite art piece. The one on the right here. I call this Cortisol. I made this with pure emotion. And yes, like, I had skills, and yes, I practiced with like coloring and inking, and finding my own art style, kind of. But it's not that I'm sitting here like learning perspective and lines and shit like that. Like, I still learn some sort of basics, and there's nothing wrong with not knowing it to create like artwork. So I'm still going to relearn the basics. And when I think about it, like, it's kind of annoying because I don't want to spend that much time like relearning something I already know, and it's a bit of a hit to my ego, but you got to relearn, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with admitting the faults. Every artist I've seen comes across this, even on social media. Like, it makes me feel better sometimes when I see people admit that, like, damn, like, I gotta redo this shit all over again. There's nothing wrong with that. So, understand, you don't need to be professional or know basics whatsoever when it comes to creating good artwork. Just understand, never use it as a cope. Never use it as a cope. Alright? So that's it for this video. If you're interested in buying products from me, I sell my own original artwork, and I want to put out health and spiritual products on my page, sort of like nutrition guides, health protocols and everything. You can check that out. I'll probably put some stuff like that out soon, but I'll leave it in the description. So thank you for watching, and I hope this helped.